Kevin. You asked me not too long ago why I've never made a video for you. And I said you hadn't earned it yet. Those weren't my exact words, but paraphrasing. And I've thought it over. And I felt you do deserve a song. You didn't go through with the live stream as expected. Although you did show up on Discord, you came all the way to the very end, up until the last step. So I'll give you some credit where credit's due. Most people don't even go anywhere near it. So, I was thinking about a decent song that would appropriately convey my message. And I think I have the perfect one, at least for my purposes. So, I guess there's nothing left but to get right to it. Time to play the game. Time to play the game. It's all about the game and how you play it. All about control, and if you can't take it, all about your debt. And if you can't pay it, it's all about pain and who's gonna make it. I am the game, you don't wanna play me. I am control, no way you can't change me. I am heavy debt, no way you can't pay me. I am the pain, and I know you can't take me. Look over your shoulder, ready to run like a good little bitch from a smoking gun. I am the game, and I make the rules. To move on out here and die like a fool. Try to figure out what my move's gonna be. Come on over, sucker, why don't you ask me? Don't you forget that the price you can pay, 'cause I am the game and I wanna play. It's time to play the game. Time to play the game. It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about control, and if you can't take it, it's all about your debt. And if you can't pay it, it's all about pain and who's gonna make it. I am the game, you don't wanna play me. I am control, there's no way you can't change me. I am your debt, and you don't know you can't pay me. I am your pain, and I know you can't take me. Game, you're gonna be the same, you're gonna change your name, you're gonna die in flames. Time to play the game. It's time to play the game. Time to play the game. Time to play the game. Time to play the game.
Kind of fiddled the lyrics there at one point, but the overall gist, I think I got across. It's the same with the tryhards, the people that put way too much effort into being heard. The people where the moment they see you, the moment they enter, they're like at you, like a fucking shark that smells blood. Although that's not a very good analogy because it's more like minnows nipping at my feet. But I don't want to hear any sobs or attempts to make Kevin into a victim of any kind because Kevin dug his own grave. I did not even acknowledge his presence. He came at me like immediately, and of course, I've been doing this a while. I know his type, I know what he's doing. He's one of those extremely insecure people that just desperately want to prove that he's a man because he feels threatened. Pretty obvious. And to be fair, even when I went to start the live stream, I was extremely polite. I hadn't even started anything yet. I actually wasn't even intending to do much. I was kind of going to let him dig his own grave. I thought it was going to be very funny, but he backed out and blocked me. I never did find out what his excuse was or what he told other people or if they believed it or not. Needless to say, Kevin, you tried. I think originally you thought that I backed down when I just didn't have time. I needed to go to sleep. So I think you thought that I was afraid. So you were pushing it. It was like all an attempt to bluff, I guess. Like your whole thing was all of your chips were on. There's no way he's gonna show. And of course, I mean, no offense, but you're you're not really much. You don't concern me in the slightest. So yeah, it's still I give you a little bit of credit because most people will make excuses from the get go and won't even deign to even think about a live stream. So you made it further than most. But if you ever decide to go all in and you want to prove, as you say, that you're a chat god, I need you to remember one thing. I'm not just some troll that hung up his boots and is retired, although I do troll every once in a while. I'm not just, I don't call myself anything special. I just kind of like messing with people who are obviously insecure and just general douchebags, the type of people that just like to trigger everyone, like yourself, Kevin. It's entertaining, and I also get to teach you a lesson because people like you just, well, nobody likes you for a good reason. Unless they're people just like you, and then you kind of share that douchebag bond. But anyway, where was I going with that? My brain just frickin' shut down. I had something. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And I'm not just some old frickin'. Some people call me a chat legend. To me, that's like meaningless. Who cares? You're you're known in a chat room. It's nothing. It doesn't really do anything for my self-esteem. But when it comes to, what would you call this? A battle of the wits, because essentially that's what it ends up being. When it comes to manipulating your interlocutor, if you will, into making mistakes or kind of hanging themselves with their own words, I'm not just a player. I am the game. Thank you for your time.